Hello, everybody. This is Michael. Happy September. It's good to be back with you again for another web update. I am sitting here in the CSP office rocking our new fall ministry t-shirt. It's pretty exciting to have a new t-shirt because you know that when you've got a new t-shirt, you've got a new team, new opportunities, and another year of exciting work ahead of us. So there's lots of great opportunities in store, and I'm really excited to see what God is going to do next for our ministry as we learn from the mistakes and successes from last year and go forward. So for this movie, I wanted to be able to share with you a little bit about what I've been working on over the summer and give you a picture of what's the next step for our ministry going forward into fall. So over summer, as I mentioned in my last video, I had the opportunity to work on a lot of unique projects that I don't usually get to work on during the school year. It was a chance to reflect on basically what we're doing well, what we can improve on, get a lot of feedback from people, and really refine the specific processes that we use in order to actually try to reach every student on a campus for Christ. Because it's easy to just kind of be on the campus and do what I call good stuff. Meet with the students, train a few of them to share the gospel. It's good. I'm glad that we have the opportunity to do that. But to actually reach every student with the gospel, that's a little bit of a puzzle. And it's a fun project to get to work on figuring out how we can actually achieve this seemingly impossible goal over the span of a year with just working with volunteers and high school students. So anyways, over the summer, I had a chance to kind of evaluate our exact processes for how we go about locking in a school for the specific time frames during the year when we encourage them to do outreach. We were able to evaluate kind of our training curriculum and whatnot, and we were able to make some really good progress forward in terms of figuring out what is the best way to help our students to succeed. And one of the really cool things that came out of that was this thing that we're calling the school diagnostic chart. And what our school diagnostic is it's basically like how when you go to a gym for the first time and you meet with a trainer and they give you a fit test. It kind of assesses how healthy you are, how active you are, what your fitness goals are, and something like that. Well, we now are able to do something very similar with the clubs that we're working with to give every school a personalized training curriculum to help them succeed at their goals. And that's going to be really exciting for us because not only does that ensure that we're giving the students the best quality mentoring that we possibly can, but that's going to help give us some new accountability as well. A lot of times I get asked, how are you exactly measuring the success that you do on each campus? And now, in addition to just being able to say, well, we were able to share the gospel with this many people and we trained this many students in witnessing and those numerical kind of goals, we'll be able to assess the school on a qualitative level by seeing the ways that they started out from a skill standpoint, running their club, doing witnessing, and all those kind of things during the year, and then seeing where they end up. So that's going to be a really neat project to be able to start working on with the students and see some good fruit come from it this year. My other big thing I worked on over the summer was preparing our new leaders to actually be leading the team this year. As the Biola chapter director for our ministry, my job is increasingly becoming more and more a mobilize our new leaders to actually be running the chapter sort of position. I am really focused on developing new people to help carry the mission of the ministry forward so that we can expand to new chapters and be able to have maximum impact at all of these schools. And so I spent a good portion of time working with some other staff members to organize a big backpacking trip for our new leaders that we just did in August, which was a blast, let me tell you. A huge growing experience for a lot of our leaders who had never gone backpacking before, and they really had an opportunity to be stretched and learn to grow in one another. And then after the backpacking trip, we actually took our leaders through a really intense week of classroom training, which included going witnessing almost every single day. It was about 12 hours. It was really, really stretching. But despite these really long days, the students were able to learn all of the ins and outs of kind of what it takes to do their job. And they'll be overseeing 4 to 5 campuses each this semester. And so it was really neat to get to work with them and see the future of our ministry get developed to take off. So summer was really fun, kind of laying some of the foundations. Now we get to go forward and actually build on those foundations. We're currently going through the process of locking in all of the schools we'll be working with this year. We're recruiting all of the volunteers that we would like to have on our team. And between our 2 chapters, there's probably going to be, I'm guessing, over 100 people finally in our ministry, which is pretty neat to kind of finally reach that size. We're developing an all-team retreat to be training all those new volunteers. And then I'm also working on putting together 2 training conferences to be mobilizing the high schools that we lock in this month, beginning in October. So in October, the students will learn a lot of our basic curriculum and how to go forward. And as if that wasn't enough, I also am having the opportunity right now to network with a lot of local pastors and other Christian ministry leaders in the area to be teaming up to do some exciting outreach projects this fall, which we'll see what comes of that. I'll look forward to sharing some updates. So a lot of things are happening right now, and God has been really good to us. Please continue to pray that God will bless our team and bring in all of the volunteers that we need and lock in all the schools, and it will just be fun to see what happens next. So thanks a lot. I hope you have a wonderful September, and I'll look forward to talking with you again soon. God bless.